Tindall from the Young List. I'm here tonight with Chris Kinne from, he's at the Paradiso in Publika. He's their mixologist and manager, and from what I've heard around town, he's the best mixologist in town. So we want to hear a little bit about Chris.
Hi, I'm Chris. I've been in Malaysia for almost 2 years now, enjoying life, food and everything around me here very much. Recently we opened Paradiso, which is basically a cinema, lounge, restaurant, bar. A very new concept to KL. We try to actually pull off like your own living room in a shopping mall basically. So far it's working out great. We have great food, we have great drinks, and yeah. So hopefully it will go well in the future.
So we've heard, Chris, that you're an amazing mixologist. We've had great reviews of your cocktails. What's your signature cocktail?
My signature cocktail, I have quite a few signature cocktails to be honest, but I think the one I'm most proud of is called Jealousy, which I came up with last year. It is fresh lychees, mango, rum, vanilla, cinnamon and lime. It's a very nice concoction actually. It's a great drink for ladies, and this is the one that's selling crazy so far.
Being behind the bar all this time, are you tempted to have a few drinks every night, or you can keep your hands out of the liquor cabinets?
Yeah, to be honest, that's, you know, like there's this saying, bartender is always the best customer. But yeah, you have to control yourself. The line is very thin of consuming yourself. As a manager, there's a lot of customers that actually ask you over to have a drink with them. I would never say no to that, that's true, but I'm a very controlled person when it comes to that. So.
And how about you personally? Do you have a preferred drink? Beer, whiskey, wine, cocktails?
Being a mixologist is actually quite funny that I don't drink cocktails at all. My favorite drink is actually a gin tonic with Hendrix. But I don't really drink cocktails myself. I just come up with them.
So how did you get into mixing drinks? What drew you to the bar?
What brought me to the bar? The biggest experience actually was working in Australia. I worked in this bar in Sydney and they gave me a proper mixology training. So after that I came back to Berlin and I was working for a few event agencies, and we did some bartending shows for Absolute Vodka and Moët and Chandon. And after that I was like very keen on like keeping working behind the bar and coming up with drinks, because I felt there's a lot of ingredients people don't realize that can be actually used to make drinks. So that was one of the main reasons.
So 13 years behind the bar, you must have seen some pretty crazy things in your time. Does a bartender speak, or he never tells?
It depends on the bartender, I guess. I do tell, but not everything. I think the most one thing that really stuck to my head, that was actually in south of Germany. I was running a bar in Constance, and it was the World Cup. And we only just served beer, but the bar was really small, so we had a lot of customers waiting for their drinks. And there was literally 3 guys jumping over the bar and taking the glasses and pouring themselves beer. And like I found it actually really funny, because they just left the tip and the money like on the bar. And I said, well, that's fine with me, you know, as long as you pay for it and you have fun and so on. But it's true, you see a lot of funny stuff. You see a lot of stuff that is not great at all. People passing out, people not feeling really well. But yeah, you know, that comes with the job basically, I think. But it's a passion, so, and I'm enjoying it a lot.
How do you find Malaysian bar scene? I'm from Australia. I think Australians are drunkards, and you probably serve a lot of drunkards in Australia. Have you seen different countries that can handle their alcohol more, or know when to stop?
Well, coming from Germany, you know, we are known as drunkards as well, especially when it comes to beer. I lived in Australia for a year, so I've seen the bar scene over there as well. And yes, you're a drunkard as well. I agree with that.
Confirmed.
Coming to Malaysia was a different experience, because the bar scene here is very different. You have a big bottle crowd, which I've never seen before. It's very unusual in Germany that people go to a bar and order a whole bottle and share it with their friends. They usually go for single drinks or beer. So that was new to me. Working in Malaysia behind the bar, the cocktail scene is very different from what I've actually expected, because you're in Asia, you have this variety of awesome ingredients, fruits, herbs, spices and all that. And people don't really realize it, what they can do with it. It's a lot of bars that have a great cocktail menu, but in the end it turns out to be like a bit disappointing when you actually order. Yeah, and I know there's a lot of really good bartenders and mixologists in KL that try to like turn this whole scene around a bit, but it's very difficult to put it into people's head.
Thank you for talking with us tonight, Chris. And Monica Tindall from the Yum List, and we're looking forward to seeing some of Chris's mixes for tonight.